Macbeth is widely considered one of Shakespeare's best plays. It is still widely known and being studied in schools today, well over 400 years since its original debut. Although Shakespeare is a very skilled writer, he didn't just pick the story out of thin air. He had many influences from the world he lived in. A good example of this is the witches. During the early 1600s, when the play was written, witches were feared as genuine threats to the country. This is why in Macbeth, the witches are presented as pure evil. They only exist to ruin people's lives. They cause all of the events in the play. If it wasn't for them, everyone Macbeth killed would have lived. It's Shakespeare showing the audience that witches are nothing but trouble. In the play, Lady Macbeth never had any children. This meant that although Macbeth became king, he still had no blood heir. This is strongly similar to the story of Queen Elizabeth I. As she had no children, there was no one to carry on. King James I only became king because he was nominated by Queen Elizabeth I on her deathbed. Although Shakespeare wrote his plays for a wide audience, including the common peasants and the higher nobilities, the king ran Shakespeare's acting company. So if the king found Shakespeare's plays offensive towards him, or it showed any other sign of disloyalty, the king would just shut down his acting company. As well as that, if any of Shakespeare's plays were considered high treason, you could even be killed. To avoid this from happening, his plays were strongly penduled towards the king and his ideals. This is shown as after King Duncan is killed, it is all downhill from there. This is Shakespeare's way of subtly showing that killing the king will always end in unfavourable results, and only bad can come from it. This is enhanced by the fact that a few years prior to the play's writing and first performance, Guy Fawkes and the rest of his conspirators executed the gunpowder plot in an attempt to kill King James I. It of course failed, however it was still a public example of how the king could be killed at any time. And although it happened a few years ago, it was still fresh in many people's minds, especially the king's. Thank you all very much for watching this video. If you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them in the comments section below. Thank you all, and please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.